I'm just Shaggy looking for my Velma. There's got to be like the stoner, like the epitome of being a stoner is being a Shaggy finding their Velma. Just a nice woman that works while you stay at home smoking weed all day with you, hanging out with your dogs.
That is the male ideal.
Yeah, just find a nice little librarian that works. It makes about $40,000 a year because she works at a public library, and then you're at home smoking weed, eating sandwiches, and spending all of her hard-earned money. You get her pregnant at the age of 23, and you're like, I don't know if we can do this, but joke's on you. You're not doing anything anyway. Yeah. You're just going to make her go back to the library job, and you're going to be there taking care of that kid.
Yeah, taking care. But you're not at all.
Really, you're just smoking, you're just blowing weed into that baby's face like it's a fun prank at a party, like a frat house where they have a dog, and they start blowing the weed into the face.
The baby's head's like completely...
It's a waterhead, yeah.
Yeah, it's a waterhead.
The baby is a bong waterhead. Yeah, got too much bong water on the brain. Can't think too good.
Bong water brain.
That's what happens when you're a 23-year-old stoner and you haven't aged out of it. You graduated college. There's no need to smoke this much weed anymore. That's what happens. You get a baby that just has a nozzle on its head that you can smoke weed out of. Also, by the way, I'm Liam Salvage. That's my wife. The old ball and chain. The old ball and chain.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of her. Can't live without her. It's cheaper to keep her. What's she gonna do? Take half my stuff? She gonna take half this podcast. She gets shower, I get party. Yeah. Okay.
I wonder if there's ever been someone that like part of their prenup was I still get to have sex with you 50% of the time, right?
Oh, after a divorce?
I own 50% of your body now.
Oh, that's a good... Okay. Mm-hmm. So hypothetical marriage situation.
Yeah.
I run your OnlyFans page, but it's your photos of you. I take 50% in the divorce, obviously.
Yes.
That means I own half your pussy.
It does. Which half, though? Right or left? Which one are you picking?
I'm picking top. There's top and bottom as well. I'm taking all the stimulation away. I control the clit.
Oh, see, I was thinking top was by the cervix.
No, top is like, I'm just thinking of it as a whole.
So another man can get me pregnant, but he can't.
He can never pleasure you.
Pleasure me, yeah.
If you ever have sex with another man, I'm in the room being like, you have to pay me if you want to go in that top half. I'm the one that replies to all those guys in her OnlyFans comments. Mm-hmm. That's me. I deserve half of that pussy.
Do you act like me in the OnlyFans comments?
Yeah, of course you have to. I mean, there's a bunch of Jewish men out there that control these women's OnlyFans accounts, and they're the ones replying to these guys. They have computer farms of Indian men replying to you if you send a message to a woman on OnlyFans.
Yeah, it really breaks the fourth wall if they say Bob. You like my Bob?
It's like the inspection or Inception, where they start spinning the top and you say, Bob, I must be dreaming right now.
I must be talking to another Indian man. It might be me.
Am I the one responding to myself? Is this the multiverse? Her OnlyFans comments transverses the multiverse where I'm responding to myself.
Speaking of OnlyFans.
And it's 3 Indian men pointing at each other like it's Spider-Man. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. Speaking of OnlyFans, how do you feel about content creators that wear outfits of Disney characters?
Yeah, I feel like there's certain ones that they have to do. You know, like Ursula.
Ursula, you think's green light? That's okay to do.
Yeah, Ursula's a green light.
What's a red light?
The frog from Princess and the Frog.
The frog?
Yeah, it just can't be the frog.
Yeah.
You can be anybody else. I don't give a shit.
Anyone else, yeah. Peter Pan.
I mean, what they're doing.
Yeah.
We've talked about this week, the Roblox lady.
Yeah.
What those women are doing is they cultivate an audience of like 12-year-old boys.
Yes.
So that they can, their pussy ages with it. It's like a fine wine. Mm-hmm. They're trying to get all these 12-year-old boys to jerk off to them so that when they're 18, they can finally pay without stealing their mom's credit card.
Yeah.
And they're just like going ham on their penis to this one lady.
Yeah.
Because when he was 12, he saw leaked photos of her dressed in an Elsa outfit, you know? Mm-hmm. Just getting these young boys young, and 10 years, she's going to make it bank.
Yeah. So the women,
they
start a Roblox account, and then within 5 to 10 years, they start.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans.
Be like,
Get
if
them
you-
right in pre-puberty.
You want to you gotta get some Robux to buy this pussy. You got
Yeah.
yeah. You gotta be in the Builders Club to eat this pussy.
What do you think about people that do OnlyFans but don't do content? Like it's
videos?
like, I'm going to talk to you. Like they don't do sexual
Oh,
stuff.
that's creepier. That's just like preying on autistic men.
Yeah.
Just being like, yeah, you're going to get the girlfriend experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to nag you about doing the dishes. I'm going to say you work too much. That would be nice to pay a lady, because I feel like we don't have a very nagging relationship. We need a third person in the relationship that just comes in and nags us both.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You're not, hey, you missed a spot on there.
So you get in line, you know?
Yeah, both of us.
And you get a form of existential dread that really makes you understand life, you know?
I want us to cultivate the type of relationship that makes us consider killing each other, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like in a murder-suicide kind of way.
Yeah.
I think that'd be nice.
Can't live with her, can't live without her. She nags me too much.
Mm-hmm. She's going to take half of this house. I'm going to make it so that the state gets everything. I'm going to give all my money to the government because we're going to die.
What do you think about Peter Pan OnlyFans? Because technically, Peter Pan,
it's vampire scenario.
yeah,
It's a
he
little
is
Edward Cullen.
older. He's choosing to be younger.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
is it pedophilic?
he's just a vampire. All vampires are pedophiles.
Yeah. So you're saying
not all
any
pedophiles
anime,
are vampire. Not all pedophiles are vampires, but all vampires are pedophiles.
yeah, any anime where it's like a 12-year-old girl, but she's actually 115.
Well, she's
that's
mature for
green
her
light.
age. You know, if you hang out with her and have a conversation with her,
Yeah.
you'd understand that she's wise beyond her years.
Have you ever met like a grown adult that has Peter Pan syndrome?
Like, can't grow up.
Yeah, but I think it
Yeah.
like shows up in unique ways. Women, right? Peter Pan syndrome. They always get boob jobs like super late in life. They're like, I want healthy, young, perky tits.
Yeah.
But men, what do they do with Peter Pan? You know, there's no like,
I feel like the very easy, like the one that majority of men that isn't easily, you can't easily see it, is when they just like go to bars every night and try to get in fights like they're 20 years old still.
that's true.
The other version of it is that they become 80 years old and they start fucking kids because they made all their money and they're billionaires and they can fuck kids now.
I don't think that's Peter Pan. I think that's demented.
No, I swear I'm a young boy. I swear I'm 12 years old. As they're breathing out of their oxygen tank.
Yeah.
Look, I can fly. And they go in the private jet.
Pretty good. I think that they should start marketing like male youth cosmetics, like tightening your ball sack, right?
K-pop.
De-wrinkling.
It's K-pop.
Really?
It's propaganda to get women to be intrigued by young boys.
That is true.
Because the future's female. That means you guys are the next generation of pedophiles. We're breaking the glass ceiling on this. The next Jeffrey Epstein is actually going to be a Ghislaine Epstein. And then the underling is going to be Jeffrey Maxwell.
That's
They're going to
crazy.
swap because the future's female and it's going to be a female-owned business.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, when are these pedophiles going to be black-owned businesses?
You know, I wonder if they talked about that in that new Sacha Baron Cohen movie. You know, I wonder if that was a highlight.
Oh, the one where it's all women that run the world?
Yeah, and they're mean to men.
I feel he went fully lib Israeled out. Like he's a Israel lib, where he's a Zionist, but he's like still people should get free healthcare. So I'm not sure he brought up the subject of Jeffrey Epstein being a female in that movie.
I feel like he should have just gotten a very grotesque gangrene woman, put her on stage, put her on a spotlight for like 10, 15 minutes with a very gangrene, almost purple vagina.
Yeah.
And just displayed.
Because it's deformed and that's why she's into young kids.
I honestly
Just
think
like
that would
Jeffrey
really
Epstein.
reset man's mind about how disturbing it is.
Whoa, women could do this?
But if, Liam, could you imagine sitting in a courtroom and experiencing and going through visual of the most heavy-set, 350-pound woman? She's got maggots maybe eating her titties.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just been dead for so long.
Yeah.
And describing that, right? And her fupa.
Because right now it is female pedophiles are cool. They're like, oh my God, I'd love to fuck my teacher when I was 8.
Yeah. But I feel like it would really set into men how disturbing the things that Harvey Weinstein did.
Whoa, you could be raped by an ugly bitch?
Yeah. Because men are always like, oh, a school teacher. I wish that was
Yeah.
me. Not
Ooh, I've been naughty.
realizing, how disturbing that is. But if we showed them the grotesque women, I feel that they would start to understand.
You know the movie with Matthew McConaughey? I forget what
Yeah.
the title of the movie, but basically it's a courtroom drama, and it's a black girl that people did stuff to, and then he says this stuff to the jury, and at the end of it is, now imagine she was white. To make like be like, and then the jury's like, oh my god, we could do the same thing with, and be like, now imagine that bitch was ugly.
Yeah.
Imagine if this teacher from Florida that had sex with 14-year-olds was ugly. And they go, oh my god.
Yeah.
All that stuff isn't so cool anymore.
No, it's not cool. And then maybe they would start getting Me Too too. Men would be brave enough to stand up and talk about
men just don't have the strength right now.
They don't. They don't have the strength. I'm telling you, men. It's definitely underreported.
It is underreported.
'Cause, I've seen it where it's just like, oh man, sick. A woman groped you.
Yeah.
And you're like, you got groped, dude. And it's like, well, it's okay. She was a sub 4. It's okay.
Now, have you ever heard Jeffrey Epstein's voice?
No, I don't think I did.
Oh my! Everyone should hear it because it really drives home the Israel connection, and like he's like a Mossad agent and all that. Because if you hear him talk, you would think that based on the look of him, he'd have kind of like a smoker voice. Hey, I'm Jeffrey Epstein, like that kind of thing. It's there's a nice 12-year-old girl. He's like it's fully 1940s propaganda. I do feel like I have to have a post-game press conference about that Mario Party game we just played downstairs.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say that it wasn't my night. I'm sorry for all of those that were rooting for me at home. I took home 4th place for the first time, and I feel like a decade. Probably since one of the first times I ever played Mario Party, and it's just not who I want to be. I'm sorry to my wife. I'm sorry to my children. I brought disappointment to our household. Honey, I won't be home tonight. I'm gonna spend the night on the couch.
You're not gonna be home. You're gonna take the couch elsewhere.
Taking the couch tonight because of that 4th place loss in Mario Party. I would like to say as an excuse that I was playing Donkey Kong, and sometimes he just gets a little clumsy. I feel like the extra weight on Donkey Kong, I wasn't able to make the same jumps I usually do. I usually play Donkey Kong, but I feel like that version of Mario Party, he was too big and too heavy, and I think he was slowing me down.
Are you gonna play someone else next time?
I would like to say I'm sorry to my sponsors.
Who's your sponsors?
G Fuel, Blue Chew.
Shea Lotion for feet.
Huh?
Shea Butter Lotion for feet.
Yeah, Shea Butter Lotion for feet.
You never see black women getting huge implants at 55. You never see that. You always see white women getting huge implants at 55. And I think it's because black doesn't crack, but white does. And so women would go, what's going to detract from my wrinkles?
Yeah.
And they go, massive 45-inch implants.
Now, how do you feel about the term busted?
What is
Like,
busted?
damn, she's busted. Because I've been hitting that one hard recently. It's been pretty fun to just be like, you busted.
To who?
Just in general, like someone brings up someone. And I'll be like, oh, God, it's busted. You can't.
Ever a man?
No, it's funnier to do it about women. Especially like young women, like actresses or something. Like someone brings up an actress, I'm like, oh, busted.
Honestly, I appreciate that you do that.
I'm trying to bring up women by taking down the rich ones.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like say a famous actress.
Alexander Daddario.
Busted. Sydney Sweeney is about to turn 30, I bet. Busted. There's an age. There's a hard cut at these for these women. There's age limits to this thing. All women in TV should be played by under 30-year-olds. That's my new take. Yeah, mom to a 30-year-old son, she's got to be at minimum 30 or at maximum 30. 30's the cutoff. If you're above a 30-year-old woman, you're not allowed to go out in public. Gotta stay home. Close the blinds on the shades. We don't even want to catch a glimpse of you driving past your house.
Yeah.
Blackout curtains. I can see your shadow coming out of your window. I don't get that out of here.
Really understand the word busted, because to me that's a positive. You busted on her face.
That's true.
You know?
Wow. Really makes you think.
Yeah.
Damn, the double entendre. When you call woman busted, you really come on her face.
Yeah.
Cock.
And now I'm concerned, right?
Fuck.
Because you're saying these women are busted, but
Sweet.
maybe
Women above 30, I'm gonna come on them?
I feel
What? What kind of world is this now? What are we living in right now?
this
Women
is
above 30, I'm gonna come in their face?
John Mayer's nightmare. Would
Oh
be
my god. Dude, John Mayer's basically only been fucking 50-year-old women because he's busted all over them.
This is what he needs for his comeback, though. He needs a very hot 35-year-old woman to catfish him. And then he wakes up the next morning.
Yeah, well, like a
She's-
Shallow Hal situation, except instead of an 18-year-old girl, it's a
Yeah.
45-year-old woman with 2 kids at home.
He'll be so depressed. He'll make the best songs he's ever sung.
Wow, you're not an 18-year-old girl with massive tits. You're a 45-year-old woman that's been breastfeeding for a couple years. Oh my god, you tricked me. This psychologist I went to told me I needed to stop being so shallow. I guess it really hit home.
Yeah, it really hit home. And now he's in love with her.
It would be nice to see a turn where it's like 40-year-old actors are dating 45-year-old women, and they're all like, doing what I can, charity work. They say, a lot of actors do work with like Make-A-Wish. I'm just, I'm dating 45-year-old women. I'm giving them a second lease on life. This woman here, she used to be on the cover of Vogue. Then she turned 30. She doesn't have any opportunities until I came along. I'm dating her. I'm giving her my seed. She can't do anything with it. She's too old. I don't have to pay for abortions anymore because I'm with this old hag.
I feel like young women are monetarily used by older men to give them a new lease, right? They get
it's
reinvigorated. It's like Munchausen by proxy, but in a positive, like, they're like, I'm going to start running because I'm dating a woman that just got out of high school.
Yeah.
And you know what?
She was on the track team and she was pretty good at it.
Yeah.
She got first place in states in her track a year ago.
Yeah.
Because she's 19 now.
I'm going to start waxing my face hair so I don't get a 5 o'clock shadow by
Yeah.
5 p.m. So she thinks mentally I'm a little bit younger. I might start getting a tan,
Damn.
maybe some nip rings because I'm dating a child.
And I need more sensitivity so I can still get my dick hard for this 19-year-old.
Yeah. Favorite type of man that preys upon younger women, the hippie type,
Yeah.
right? Where he has a man bun, probably has a woman
Yeah.
that he had a colony of kids with, 5 plus.
Just
And
a
now
woman that
she's-
starts doing drugs with you so you can keep her under your spell.
Yeah.
Because hippies are just casting spells on these bitches. Just
Mm-hmm.
being like, I do ayahuasca and I do mushrooms. You're going to do them with me too.
Yeah. But the thing is motherhood breaks you of being a hippie.
Yeah.
It does.
Well, that's how you get the bong
so
water
she's
head
not
baby.
good anymore.
They're going to have bong waterhead babies, though.
Yes.
Because they're going to do drugs so hard they become trad wives, and then they have the little bong waterhead baby that grows up to be just like them. They get out of the stoner phase right into trad wifing, and then their baby grows up, and they're like, I want to experiment too. They come out of the womb searching for that the sativa.
And her kids all have dirty feet.
Yeah, they always like run around without socks on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's big. Yeah.
Dirty feet is big.
A lot of dogs, like
Yeah.
they treat the dogs the same way they treat the kids. Mm-hmm. Like they're just like the dog knows its way home. It can go out.
It'll come right back, and that's
Yeah.
how they treat the kids.
It can
the
smell
kids
its
are
way
gonna
home.
come right back. The kids, they have a
Go.
homing,
Be free.
innate homing thing, just like birds, just
Yeah.
like a pigeon. I'll drop the kid off at a Giant Eagle daycare center, and it'll find its way home.
If you have good karma, you won't be kidnapped. You're
Yeah.
fine.
If you have bad karma, that's on you
Yeah.
that you got kidnapped.
You should have been in line with your chakras. Then you wouldn't have been kidnapped in that basement for 3 weeks.
Oh my god, do you think they chakra align their babies?
I mean, you got to.
Yeah.
You don't know with the reincarnation. You don't know if that baby's evil to start off with. So you gotta align their chakras. You gotta go. They have to go through an ayahuasca experience. So they battle their demons as that 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
The baby's just sipping a cup of tea. Just.
I wonder what, and if that has been studied, what a baby would
Baby on drugs.
gain from ayahuasca,
Yeah, we have a group of babies that are coming in. We're just gonna start giving them drugs.
Yeah.
This is the CIA, so they're all black babies. We're giving them all crack. We're injecting crack into the black baby community. We tried to do it with 30-year-olds, but they caught on. They learned our tricks. They figured out that we were the ones doing it. How about we do it to babies? They can't talk. We're going to get these babies addicted to crack and then put them back in their communities, and they're going to be crying and crying. And the parents are going to be trying everything. They're like, what does this baby want? Won't stop crying. Yeah. I guess we got to give this fucking baby crack.
I do like that people on meth start to become pseudo-shamans. They either go down the FBI route or they become
piss in jars.
Yeah, they become pseudo-shamans. I feel that the CIA created video games. And I think it was the CIA, but in China. And they said...
The CCP.
We need to make sure these men just sit in chairs. We need to make sure their muscles atrophy from a young age.
The CIA went up to whatever the guy of Nintendo is, Yamamoto. They went up to Yamamoto in the 80s, and they're like, listen, we know you're making some bullshit right now. Start making video games, because then, in about 50 years from now, there's going to be a thing called Discord and 4chan.
Yeah.
And we're going to get those fuckers.
We're going to get them all.
We're going to do some civil unrest through means of online chatting.
Could you imagine... just going to, any Aboriginal tribe and showing them a 35-year-old man who's 4chan'd out.
Showing them /B.
Who's got, an insurmountable amount of debt from Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Who keeps telling his mom, no, I'm going to get one big and it's going to sell on eBay for a lot.
I'm going to unpack this one and I'm going to get 20,000 views.
Could you imagine them meeting? How do you think that would go?
I think they'd eat them. That's usually what happens when you meet one of those tribes. They usually eat you. Remember, there was a kid like 2 years ago that went to a tribe and they immediately murdered him. It was like one of those remote tribes that you're not supposed to contact, which I also think is kind of fucked up that we don't go over there and be like, hey, we got stuff now. we can give you care packages. You can stay here if you want. We're just gonna drop you some Macintoshes.
Some people don't want stuff.
I guess, but like they don't even know about stuff. They just see a plane every now and then. They just think it's God.
Well, as soon as they meet that 4chan'd out man, they're not going to want it.
As soon as they meet the white boy with a camera, they're killing him.
Yeah, well, one thing I did learn about is that a lot of the National Geographic men that studied remote tribes were just pedophiles.
They took pictures of girls' boobies.
No, they were pedophiles.
Oh, I also just think they went over there to go take photographs of black boobies.
Yeah, well, that too.
Because that was just like your first tits when you're in 5th grade is like they show you National Geographic and you're like, whoa.
I don't think tits should be sexualized. I generally don't, but I don't think men can handle it.
Yeah, it's too much.
You can't handle this. What's going on down here? The gangrene, purple nipples.
It's too much. Can't handle it.
Yeah. We actually have been watching a UK show. I love UK shows. And that's because they desexualize sexualization and then they resexualize it. And they say, let's all just sit around the dinner table and watch a bunch of, British people.
It's time for the family porn.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. And we've been watching Naked Attraction. Watched it, last night? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's very educational.
Yeah.
You really learn
porn
a lot.
For the whole family.
Yeah.
It's nice. If it wasn't for the tits and vagina, it would be rated PG-13.
It would be. It would be because it's about raw love.
Hey, you know how like they blur out porn in Asia?
Yeah.
Haven't they ever thought they could just keep their foreskins and it's the same effect?
I don't think they've thought about
the penises.
Once.
You don't have to blur it out if it has skin over it already.
That's very true.
Then it's just like an arm.
That is okay. So if you took your arm skin, wrapped it around your penis, showed
would
your
it be
penis
okay
to people, is that okay?
I think it would be because then it's just my arm.
Yeah. What gates private?
I think it's head. I think it's penis head. Also in
Really?
movies, it's immediately X-rated if you see a hard penis. That's why they're always soft. You can never see a hard penis in a movie. Otherwise, you lose your R rating and it goes to X-rated. Just like you can't show pussy lips in a movie usually.
What about erect nipples? Do nipples need to be soft?
Nipples don't count.
That's wild. Nipples
It's
can get
erect
pretty
penis.
hard.
See, isn't it? It isn't bad for men in Hollywood. It is bad for us.
Yeah, it is bad.
Can't get hard on camera.
How was your week?
It's pretty good. You know, just chilling like a cool guy I am. Doing a lot of research on being an alpha, and I'm doing my daily journaling.
What do you journal about typically?
I journal about how cool it is to be a guy.
Yeah. Do you ever have self-contemplations in your journals?
I don't actually journal. I would never be caught dead journaling.
I'm just trying to give you something to work with here.
I would rather kill myself than write down my feelings into a book that people could find. I'd rather kill myself, fail at doing it, and shoot myself in the head the second time than ever writing anything down in a book like that. Being a 26-year-old man with a diary, that's rough.
A lot of women tell.
Today I had a hard day.
A lot of women tell men to journal.
Yeah, but I feel like those are guys that constantly cheat on them, so they just want evidence of the cheating. I feel like it's like a task to give a guy that you weirdly want to stay with, but he's not a great guy.
Yeah.
It's just so you can have evidence of what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no point in a man keeping a journal. What are you going to do? Just reminisce?
About what?
You know who had a journal? A very detailed journal. Brett Kavanaugh. What'd he do? Oh no! In college, he had too good of a time. He went a bunch of women, or at least a few, one or two. Brett Kavanaugh, the Supreme Court Justice. Who else? Who else keeps a detailed diary? Anthony
my
Fauci. And what was he doing? He was doing tests on beagles, and being happy that Jennifer Aniston liked him. His journal was like, Jennifer Aniston tweeted about me today. What a great day this is. I really do have a friend.
Wow. I never really realized that the closer a man gets to, actually doing what a woman does for her mental health, the more psychopathic he is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Anthony Fauci kept a journal about whenever Jennifer Aniston tweeted about him, basically. Mm-hmm. And that's the worst. That's the lamest shit possible.
But he's kind of a sociopath.
I mean, yeah, he liked all the attention. He's very, ego-driven. He's very big.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, my God, please stop your clapping. But really, he wanted more clapping, and he wanted to collect all the Friends actors like they were Infinity Stones. He wanted to be like, yes, Jennifer Aniston. Oh, my God, can we get Ross?
So you think he was journaling just not to reflect on himself, but so in the hopes that one day someone would read it and say, wow,
well, I think
what
he was
a
like,
life.
March 28th, 2020, COVID just broke out. My plan has succeeded. May 5th, 2020, Jennifer Aniston tweeted how good of a job I'm doing. Yes! And then 2 years later, he read back on that day, and he's like, oh my God, I remember the day Jennifer Aniston tweeted about me.
What a day.
What a day.
What a day.
And then the next day, Courtney Cox couldn't get her hands to that phone fast enough to tweet about me.
Yeah. Do you think Dr. Fauci does yoga? Do you think he does?
No, he's an 80-year-old man. He's an 80-year-old, I'm assuming, Italian man. I'm assuming he does nothing.
Oh, I thought you were giving him a Jewish accent.
I would like to say I'm sorry to the Jewish community for saying that Anthony Fauci was Jewish. I would never say that. He's his own breed of man, a turtle man. It's him and Mitch
Weren't
McConnell.
You just saying that turtles?
No, turtles are black in cartoons. Cartoons, turtles are black. Real life, turtles are old men. Keep up. Keep up with my mind games if you could. I make the rules. You have to follow them. Yeah. All right, this has been the Shower Party Podcast. This has been the Shower Party Experience. Trained by day, shower by night. I'm Liam Salvage. Tell a friend how cool this is. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Bye.